Hello!
Hey!
Welcome back to Ace Attorney in Real Time, the show where we play every Ace Attorney case on the days that they happen. Today is July 9th, which is trial day.
Yeah.
We're talking about Serenade, everyone's favorite case.
Yeah.
I pull up the stream on my phone so I can monitor it. There we go. 0 viewers, as it should be.
Also,
if someone was waiting by their phone, like, oh, they got it there on stream, I would kill myself.
really?
No.
But like you don't want that. I mean, I don't want that specifically.
I would feel guilt.
Oh, because we're
late. It would be stressful. It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess if people did watch and people were like looking forward to it, I would feel stressed. But I know that they don't like.
We got one person who regularly shows up,
and that's great.
Sometimes other people who like kind of semi-regularly show up, and that's good for me. I like that.
I mean, we stream so irregularly. I feel like probably the people who do follow us get the notification. Are like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
And then we do it for a few days.
Or they'd be like, oh, people are like posting on. I always see people like posting on Tumblr,
well, especially now
because it's Before I didn't, because no one cared.
I'm so hot. Oh my god.
So maybe when DL6 happened, people always post DL6 art. Yeah. I've posted a few DL6 arts. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is hot.
I'm taking this off.
That's fine.
I think he's gonna be there at the beginning, but this is also coming off.
Okay. Into the game. Let's.
It's here.
Boink.
Boink. Well, you're gonna.
I need game layout, and also, no circus. Oh wait, this is where's
background.
There you go. Okay. Is it? Oh, and I messed up the game on background. It's peak right now.
Uh-huh.
That's why it's not showing up. Okay, there. I love music.
Oh my god.
All right. Trial day 1. July 9th, 10 a.m. Yeah. District Court, courtroom number 3.
One sec. Oh, we're not even starting at the lobby. Okay. That's fine. Well,
oh, you're moving it so that we can see it better.
Yeah. Okay. Court is now in session for... how do I say that?
Machitobaya, Your Honor. The pixie of the arpeggio.
Pixie on trial, that's
I almost
the
said
one.
archipelago.
That's a different guy. Right, his
Yeah.
trial. That one. Court is in session.
The pixie of the archipelago is locked down.
Oh.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is A-okay, Herr Judge.
Very well. Prosecutor Gavin.
My opening statement, yeah?
I guess. No, actually. There was something else I wanted to ask you about.
Oh, was there? Yes?
Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them?
Eh?
I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right?
No, that would be
You'd only
disrespectful.
be kicking them when they're down.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill. Right after this trial. The Chief Justice's son.
The Chief Justice?
His son is afflicted with the most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems. Why are we talking about this? So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day.
Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? I'm young,
In any
but
case,
not a boy. I'm a man, young man.
I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement. Briefly.
Oh, you're in luck, Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. First, to review the victim in this case. Romaine Latouche, age 35. The global manager for diva songstress Lanroy. The cause of death? Blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. This report has all the details.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Le court.
Not what I said. 45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet.
I also would kill them. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved.
I don't think I would describe that as slight, but yeah, it's not immediately deadly. I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, because he's dead!
I think I would probably prefer to be killed instantly than to bleed out on the floor, honestly.
What do you mean? He could
the
be worse?
body was easily, it was not, you know, I can have an open casket.
Okay, what?
2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram.
That's not how big he was.
Was it not?
No, he's bigger. Well, he's wider.
Of course you would notice that.
He's a wide man.
This is where the bullets hit.
I see. The court accepts this evidence.
Diagram added to the court record.
Oh, if we're talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use.
Really?
Yeah, apparently weapons that size have powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body.
The defense will take more care in choosing examples.
He'd be crumpled on the floor like a little tissue.
Ah.
Wow. As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room.
I'm so hot.
This dressing room has only one entrance, this door.
That does seem to be the case, yes.
However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots.
He's talking about you and Emma, huh?
Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course.
But that's...
Impossible!
Exactly. This murder was impossible. For all but one person.
One person?
That is, of course, the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
Only this defendant could have committed the crime? But how?
It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear.
Very well. I assume you had testimony to back up this claim, or evidence, maybe?
No, I have only testimony.
Please show the witness to the stand.
The master of events and the size of people who can fit through them. Your name and profession, please.
Emma Skye. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert forum that night.
Emma seems tired, somehow.
I have allergies. Security at the concert, you say?
She keeps talking about how hot it is, despite the fact that I'm here in a wool fucking vest.
Wool is more breathable than polyester. Some security I was couldn't even stop a murder. Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen.
You want to feel my vest and tell me it's breathable? Oh, I think also there's probably polyester on the inside. The lining.
I don't know. I haven't examined it. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know.
I'm sure that makes her feel much better.
I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
In any case, because you were on security details, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony, if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day, and your discovery of the crime, please.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Murderous circumstances. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage.
That's generally how it goes.
At the beginning of the... I have to explain it anyway. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room, filled with blaring rock music, and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
You want to explain that?
So you were the one who decided to arrest Machi? It was lucky that a detective was first on the scene.
But that door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I don't get it. How can they say that Machi did it?
Looks like we need a bit more information that she neglected to give us.
Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination.
So I was there, skip all this bullshit.
Why do you think he did it? I think that's the only thing we need to know, which you should be saying anyway.
Press. How could you know something like that?
As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door.
It says do not open.
That doesn't mean it does not open.
No, I know, but it's even more.
How could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility. The air vent.
Ah! But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly...
Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child.
A child?
Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed.
And of all the people involved with the concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child. Child versus adult is determined by size. I am the most adult of all of us because I am tall.
The defendant?
And forehead over there. The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up toward the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. But that's just conjecture. Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know, Herr Forehead.
And there is another vital piece of evidence.
Evidence? What?
Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened.
Wait, what?
And something else was found, quite clearly. The defendant, Machi Tobias' fingerprints. I found those myself.
She finally figured out how to fingerprint.
I know how. I taught you. Order!
That air vent was the only way out of the room.
Exactly.
The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Herr Forehead.
So he's very small?
What fairy tale does this suggest to you? Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie.
I don't think a pixie could use that gun.
Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience.
So this was his decisive evidence. It just turns out Druzy did it. This was his decisive evidence.
Quite decisive indeed.
They haven't done that yet. They've done your boss did it.
Yeah.
They've done prosecutor did it 1 million times. They've done defendant kinda actually did it. But they haven't done your assistant did it in secret while you were separated earlier. That's what they gotta do for Ace Attorney 7.
Yeah.
I know the circumstances under which the body was found. I was there.
An examination of the crime scene was enough to nail down the killer?
I'm sure they have a good reason. They must have had a good reason to arrest Machi. And I'm going to find out what it was!
Police always have a good reason to arrest people.
Yeah.
Especially children.
Especially blind children.
The night of the murder, only the people involved with the concert.
Do I just press everything?
I don't know.
I'll press everything.
Exactly how small is he? Because I know the victim was wide, and I don't know about a small child killing a wide man.
Latus was the oldest of us all.
I'm much older than him.
But you're smaller.
Oh.
And you're not that old.
Oh, thank you, I guess. I am pretty old.
The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes?
That's right.
What was the detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert!
Fucking ask Clavier. My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods.
Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day. You might say the stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall. Conspiracy? Well, isn't it obvious? My keys! That whole morning, no, the whole day was ruined! And it's all because someone stole my keys!
Prosecutor Gavin,
I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again.
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own.
What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, if your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect.
No.
You should not be the prosecutor.
I was on stage. Love, slow acting anew, a troquinine is waiting for you.
He's singing something, but he's not. He's mostly just kind of speaking it.
Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top? The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was like a sailor, adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen, so I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task.
I see. I can accept that. Well, I can't. What do you mean time on their hands? Please, that testimony. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage.
We were let in, though.
I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you.
I gave the Fräulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again.
Oh boy! Did you hear that? We're officially involved now!
Oh, involved in the murder.
Gee, great.
I don't know about the two lawyers in this case being really related to the crime.
Well, so is he.
That's why I said two.
Oh. Yeah, Trucy's not important.
Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off.
So no other outsiders were there then?
And then, at the beginning of the third set, I heard shots.
I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots.
You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos. Hey, no snacking in court.
Sorry. And you're sure the shots came from Lamoureux's room? Yes, absolutely.
Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet.
Thanks. So, how about it, Hammer?
We were right there. We're right there. Hard to be mistaken about that. Please either talk or eat, not both at the same. Bailiff, can you do something?
Think of the poor stenographer.
No, I'm good. So right after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. I went into the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body.
Rock?
Blaring, yes.
Rock?
You say rock. Are you preferring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days?
It's not really rock and roll. It's more just rock for us. The roll is separate.
What?
We couldn't afford. We
couldn't afford it.
That's right. When we went into the dressing room, music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. They pipe
sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. That way people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage.
When they hear silence, they're like, oh shit, I'm supposed to be performing right now. Did it have to be so loud? You don't listen to the Governors with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume.
Oh, when we walked into the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I think, making it easy to determine the time of the crime. If you could hear that music playing.
Then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself.
Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation. I believe that's enough of that. The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The child did it. The only way out of the crime scene was watched.
We talked about that for like 2 seconds, and most of the time
making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive.
We mostly talked about how tall people were, that they're old.
I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict.
The price of roll.
Even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit. What else I am.
I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be
Apollo,
enough.
Please mention the fact that they have already talked about how the gun is powerful, and also he's blind.
He's never gonna bring up the gun
I
thing.
know, but he has.
It can't be over already.
Very well. I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence.
I think the main thing that I immediately jumps out at me about the issues with this case is no one brings up, hey, it was a little baby child who also was blind.
Yes.
The prosecution has presented our proof, clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain.
Apollo, they've got us on the ropes already. We better come up with something quick.
I know. Think, what can get us out of this? He's a little baby child? No. We need evidence or a witness that can prove Machi is innocent beyond a doubt. Without that...
Mr. Justice, do you have contradicting proof that can overturn the prosecution's case? If you do, you'd better tell us about it now.
This is it. And so soon. If I mess this one up, it's all over. The court wants contradicting proof. Call a witness.
Okay.
The siren.
Oh, yeah.
Prosecutor Gavin,
I forgot about
you
that.
claim that there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career as a prosecutor. And on my million-seller hit song, A Troconine My Love.
There he goes again.
That's too bad, because there was a witness.
Oh, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge the prosecution clearly does not?
Because I'm the only one in the world who knows this. I didn't tell anybody. What's going on? I just talked to... Sorry. He didn't even know he was going to be defending on this case, and he didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
What's going on? I just talked to him, and now... He's alive! Mr. Latouche, can you hear me?
Cold. So cold. Witness.
You're cold? Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way.
Can't see.
Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness?
Witness is Siren. What? The victim said this before he died?
Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not.
It's almost like Apollo should be testifying and not defending.
What do you mean by that? All we know is what Herr Forehead says he said. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself. You're the one who made me defend. It's the truth. He said it. I even told you about it.
When?
But apparently, you ignored me completely.
Wait, when?
You were
yesterday?
It is my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly, this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job.
That's enough! Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty.
Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usual is called for.
Oh no, two penalties.
There's no backing out now!
Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice.
Is Lamra! I don't know her real... I assume that's a stage name? It means siren? It's the ballad or whatever? Recall Mr. Latusse's last words.
The witness is siren.
And he was like, ah!
A siren? He meant the siren!
That's right, the siren of the ballad. Lamroy! Lamroy was only on stage for the second set. And she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness.
I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
My claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime.
Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we? Or should I say, the siren's mouth. We will now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination. She can go take a nap. Please show Lamoureux to the witness stand.
Lamroy would say nothing the night of the murder. Not today, though. Today we'll drag that story out of her no matter what it is and no matter what I have to do.
You call her a horse? I'll beat her till she's dead and even after she's dead. What? It is my distinct honor to welcome the siren of the ballad to our courtroom.
That's
Oh,
you.
shit. You are too kind.
Ah, you can speak English?
Yes, I can. Though I'm not very good. There is much I do not know.
You speak so well. Have you spent time here before?
Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of your language, nor where I studied it.
What does she mean she doesn't know?
I, too, sought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course.
What's that?
Lamroy suffers from amnesia.
Amnesia?
Lamroy is not my true name, yet I remember nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on stage.
Whoa, she's even more mysterious than I thought.
As lauded singer Lamroy, she lives a good life. There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress.
I see. I care surprisingly little about people's pasts. You have nothing to fear in this court, Lamoureux.
Thank you. Yet there is something I do not understand. I am being called as a witness? What might I say? No one will tell me anything of what happened. Lamouroy, let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yet, that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand. Oh my!
Congratulations, Apollo! You're the bad guy!
Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. You can do that cool one for Phantom of the Opera, why don't you?
That's all. I don't know like anything else from Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind. Sorry. Sorry,
you,
but thank you. You're welcome. As for what I saw nothing. That night I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set, when I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there. That was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details.
I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying.
I hope he was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying.
Well, she just said she didn't know anything, which I guess...
That kind of contradicts what I said. There you have it. She saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat and refrain from detaining her here longer than need be.
Wow, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go!
So, I'm gonna give this case a slight benefit of the doubt.
I'm
that
gonna
it might
beat her.
explain why she's not saying what she did witness. But I don't understand why not. We'll have the fucking bullet out of her.
Beat her till she's dead.
Listen,
And
one
even
of,
after
one of the
she's
things
dead.
that is a little hard when you're writing an Ace Attorney game, I have to assume, is that you have to make sure that the witnesses have a reason to lie.
Yeah.
And when you don't do that well enough, it kind of fucks up the case.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this case is not great about that. Oh, very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet.
Lemuroy wouldn't talk to me the night of the crime. She must know something, and I've got to find out what.
Ah. As for what I saw nothing. That night, I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. You didn't return backstage after the second set? Then what the fuck was your approach doing at the crime scene? I guess it could have been there.
Press that.
Yeah. Where were you if you were not backstage? You didn't return backstage once? Where were you then? What were you doing? I was cleaning up on stage. There are many things I must do for a performance other than simply sing. And was Machi with you at the time?
Wait, while they were performing? What?
She was just in the back.
What?
In the back, she was... What? I don't even know, like... But they had 20 minutes in between to clean up, too. Unfortunately, I do not know where he was. So much for an alibi for Machi.
Yeah, I think if he had an alibi, they wouldn't have arrested him.
Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there. I'm sorry. All this case is bad. With Machi, correct? How was he then? He seemed as he always does, though I believe he was shocked by the news of Mr. Latusse's death. Yet, he is not the type to show much emotion. Yes, he's given the police no end of headaches. He answers most questions with silence, and those glinting frames speak nothing.
He doesn't
or
speak
he says,
English.
oh, blah, 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 but it's like not English words, and I can't understand what he's saying, so it's kind of like rude.
Or he says, no English,
He says no English, and it's like, that's the only language. I also speak German. You want me to speak German instead? Do you want me to ask you all the questions in German? I start speaking German, and he's like, no German. And I was like, well, then I guess you know it would be very helpful, because I can't fucking question you very good. The questioning has not gotten very far.
You need to get someone who speaks Virginian then. Whatever.
Well, he's the only guy I know who could do that, and he's dead, so... We sat there, waiting. That was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details. How was the incident explained to you? I was told nothing in detail, only that Mr. Latouche died.
Of course, investigations require some security.
But Mr. Latouche was my manager. I wanted to know more. I should have been told.
When were you told he was
Both
murdered?
Machi and I were beside ourselves with concern. Allow me to apologize, but please understand. Keeping you in the dark was as painful for me as it hurts. It hurt me more than it hurt you. I was so sad. Yes, I
It was a
understand.
real long day. Oh, it's already been almost an hour. Oh, I guess we started late.
It's been like 40 minutes.
Yes.
Think, what doesn't ring true about her testimony? It's hard to imagine Lamroy lying. She might not be lying, but she's hiding something. What wouldn't she tell me the night of the murder?
Yeah, present that brooch.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm sorry, Lamroy, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not?
Why, that's Lamroy's. She was wearing it for her song.
Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin?
What?
This brooch was found after the murder took place, at the very scene of the crime.
What?
Clever, you don't have to say, oh, that's Lamroy!
It's Lamroy. She was wearing it during the whole song, and there was no, and then she didn't go backstage after, so she's probably still wearing it right now, even.
Lamroy, how did your brooch get backstage if you didn't go there yourself? And, as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night.
What is the meaning of this? Lamroy, please explain!
Lamroy!
Wait, you understood that?
She says English is quite difficult.
That trick's not going to work here.
Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact.
She said all of that?
What
Clever,
now?
you speak Virginian?
Yes. Only when it's convenient for me. In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment.
What?
Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak.
Is she really saying all that? What's she talking about, Apollo? Right when the incident occurred. She talking about that?
You would think maybe a court would hire an interpreter for both the defendant and one of the witnesses. Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup.
Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Mr. Latouche, can you hear me?
Cold. So cold. Witness.
Oh my god, you're cold? I get a sweater for you.
Oh, the witness is Siren.
Siren? You're just looking at me. Yipes! Emma? What was that? Who's there? I'm scared.
What's wrong?
Emma, did you see anyone just now?
Huh? No.
I could have sworn I heard a door close.
Wait, what did happen there? Whatever.
Just
Oh,
a
you
glance.
looked into the
Mind
room?
you, I looked into the
Oh,
room.
you looked into the room.
So this was when your brooch dropped? That explains that.
No, it doesn't.
It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it.
But that's ridiculous. You only looked for an instant, but you dropped your brooch.
And you didn't keep looking when you saw that he was on the ground dead?
Her forehead. She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence.
Oh, yeah, what? Oh, she looked at the crime scene.
Actually, I intended to go into the dressing
And why
room.
didn't you?
I knew nothing of what had happened, of
Why
course.
didn't you then?
But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice.
What?
Her forehead shouting, "Who's there?" No doubt. A horrible voice indeed.
What?
Bullying me again.
Oh my god.
I closed the door immediately.
And then did Emma show? Did she come right after that?
So, I mean, I guess. Did she? So she left, and then she was like, "I'm not gonna say anything about this to anybody."
Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony.
And Emma didn't see her leaving when she showed up. That's too convenient. She's hiding something, not to mention all the contradictions. Leroy, you did look into the room though, right? Yes. Testify as to what you saw.
Yeah!
Very well. Though it was only the briefest of glimpses. But my brooch flew off into the room. When my performance was finished, I went backstage for just a moment. I saw nothing. The late Mr. Latusse's body was behind a wall.
Let's look at the crime scene.
Yeah. Do we have a crime scene? Yeah, we do.
Not really, no.
Well, there's a chair there. If you didn't see anything, why'd you...
Because she heard a terrible voice.
Oh, God.
We could try presenting this.
No, I don't think
It's like, I mean, it's obscured enough.
Press it.
Yeah. A wall? Was there a wall there? A squall is what in English? A division, or partition, I believe. It was a large dressing room, divided into 2 halves. And the murder took place in the inside half?
The inside half?
I guess that partition might have hidden the body.
Whatever.
Then I was led by the police.
Oh, we probably have to use the bracelet.
Oh shit, yeah, it's right there. It's all glowing and stuff.
Yeah, try that on this.
On this? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be... What's it gonna be?
I
Titty?
know. It's not titty.
Where's her hands? They're like
It's not her hands. They're not visible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here
you
you
go.
go. Is
Don't look at her mouth.
No.
No, stay where you were.
And her titty?
No,
Right here.
just a little above that. Okay, I don't think it's this one. But we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, no. The late Mr. Latusse's body, you say? Yes. You know something more about Mr. Latusse's death than you're saying. What? I could see you trying not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. You can't fool my eyes. It is true. It was so terrible after all.
What?
Why did Mr. Latousse have to be shot? One moment, Lemeroy. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Latousse have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something, I knew it.
No one told her that?
Lemeroy, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony.
You're saying no one told her that?
How could that be? Take this! Lemeroy contradicted her
Because she
own
said she didn't know he
testimony,
was dead?
and I have the evidence
Whatever.
to prove it. Cause she didn't see the body.
Diagram?
If I do not misunderstand the meaning of contradiction, it is you who contradict, Mr. Justice. Huh? Your evidence is meaningless. Wrong evidence! Yipes! Gotta think this over. What did she say again? Why did Mr. Latousse have... Is it just that he was shot?
No, that can't be it. Okay. Let's see. What is there?
Please.
Look at everything.
Lyric
What's
sheet.
that?
Investigation request. Oh, is it that it was information concerning the crime she wasn't supposed to be told?
Probably. I think that's stupid, but...
Tell me, Lemeroy, how did you know he had been shot?
She knows now.
Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that.
That was after what she's talking about.
In your testimony,
If she saw, then yeah, she knew.
you
Right.
told the court, no one told me anything about the
She
incident.
just
I'm
said she
a
looked into
baby."
the room.
Ah.
What?
Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Latouche had been shot.
She knows now.
How could you have known?
She's at his murder trial.
Yeah.
Unless no one told her what she seemed like, wouldn't they? Clavier talked about it in his opening statement. Was she not privy to that? I mean, I guess she could have been, like, not supposed to hear that.
Well, I mean, she wouldn't be, like, in the audience.
Right. But, like,
This is your line.
she wasn't, like, with Machi. I guess if she's a witness, maybe she's not supposed to be. I know it's my line. Was she not supposed to know up until this point? In the trial that she's at, did she know he was murdered? That's what the fucking trial is for. How would she have not known? Did they really, like, are they supposed to have not told her the method? That seems really weird and is never a thing that's ever been brought up in another Ace Attorney case. I'm pretty sure.
Well, they didn't have a gag order in those ones.
That's... Leroy! You aren't hiding something from this court, I hope?
Oh, that sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Ah, now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony.
Of course. All we want to know is the truth.
She looks kind of pale, huh?
Not as pale as you.
She saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so.
I mean, that's true. And let's figure out what she saw. That's you.
I got confused for a second. I was like, wow, she's paler than I thought because she's one of the darker skinned women in Ace Attorney. And so I kind of assumed her skin was a little bit darker than this. But no, she's incredibly pale.
And you just said she's one of the darker skinned women in
Yep. From at least definitely in the ones with pixel art sprites.
Oh, okay.
Because I did like a whole thing where I color picked like different colors from the pixel art sprites, and she was one of the darker skinned women. I had like I don't know, I could probably find the Procreate that I did this on, but I separated the men and the women.
Oh yeah.
And the men are pale as well, but
there's a lot more variety.
There's a lot more variety. The women, it's all like one skin tone, and then like slightly darker, and that's Lemuroy.
Her dad is one of the...
I mean, you already said it, we can continue. We see her dad at some point in this game. And her dad is one of the darker skinned men, so he's a lot darker than she is, and she is so pale.
I think most people have played this game. Most
Yeah.
people watching.
Uh-huh. If you haven't, go play it yourself.
Yeah.
You.
You. I saw bullet holes in the wall, and I knew Mr. Latouche had been shot.
No, because the bullets were behind the door. I don't even need to press this.
Lemuroy, they call you the siren of the ballad. But lies are hardly becoming of such a creature. Sirens in folklore
I have to
are
say-
notoriously good guys.
I have to
They've
say-
never done anything wrong.
I wonder what this was in the original Japanese. Now I have to know.
You have to know what she was instead of Siren of the Ballad.
Yeah, because siren is a devious thing.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. The brooch was like right in front of the bullets. If she went in enough to drop the brooch, she probably would have seen them.
No,
She could have.
No, it flew off. Or she dropped it like right next to the door and someone kicked it.
We don't know that though. And put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justin.
Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo.
Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah?
Come on, can't I be cool for once? You said that I was cool. Observe the diagram. Lamoureux, you looked in from the door.
Someone please look at the diagram.
For just a moment. Correct?
Oh, the door goes that way. So she couldn't have dropped her brooch like that.
Yes, that is so.
Without going fully into the room.
Yeah, wait, no, she definitely, if she dropped it right in the door, then closing the door would have pushed it back out of the room. There were bullet holes in the room, yes. But they were in the wall. The door is off.
Yeah, and if she fully opened the door, then it would have covered at least one of them, it looks like.
This is horrible. You see, assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes.
Now, it makes sense that this whole description is a bad lie.
It does.
But maybe we could have like
pointed
that out at the beginning and not had to go through all of this.
There was we were like role playing a scene, and someone was like trying to come up with like fake backstories for themselves, and it was just so obvious. Like every time, it's like. You seem incredibly unsure about this, or like, you know, when I ask you detail, or like, this is like an obviously fake name.
It was mostly the names, I think.
The names were like wild.
It's hard to come up with like 5 different fake names on the spot.
Yeah, that's how you get them. If someone's coming up with a complicated lies, you ask them the names of like 5 different people involved in the lie.
What were all of their names? What were all of their jobs?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Did you say that?
Lambert Roy! I think I did.
Okay. Yes.
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something and lying really badly.
And I must tell you?
I must tell
you what it is that I saw.
This is a court of law. Yes, the happenings in this trial are being recorded. And I'm certain it will be on the news in Borginia.
Oh, no.
You understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing it.
Personally speaking,
I guess they can't make you testify.
I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing.
Shut up,
But she knew how Mr. Latouche died.
Yeah!
And he named her as a witness.
Yeah!
You must have seen something, Lamoureux.
Very well. Lamoureux, please continue your testimony.
Very well, I shall.
This is gonna be such a long day.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit.
It's only been 20 minutes.
There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi.
Wait, you witnessed the murder?
It wasn't Machi.
You witnessed the murder?
It was a grown person. I know it was.
So you did witness the crime, and the killer was a grown person, you say?
Why didn't you say that at the beginning? This is my first time hearing this, I assure you.
I believe that.
Nice play, her forehead.
Very well, Harry, Mr. Justice. You may begin your cross-examination. We don't have any questions for her first. You just get to ask all of them, that's fine.
Let's going, Apollo. You were right about Lamoureux. What's wrong? You don't look too happy. This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Why did she not tell us this immediately? What's going on? I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. Actually, you were going to the backstage exit? What were you doing? Going to your trailer? So you were heading toward the dressing room?
She doesn't have a trailer, she has a dressing room.
Yeah, I guess.
They're not acting.
Yes. So this is a little before she opened the dressing room door and dropped her brooch. Sometimes they have trailers like this. Well, they have like a tour bus. Are they using tour? But they said they're going to Japan in a month. You can't drive there from here. About the same time Emma and I heard those shots, I was on my way back. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. What exactly is something like a little window? Yes, well, window is the best word I know in English. I think this is how it is said, yes? You need not worry, Lamroy. Your choice of words is impeccable.
Maybe she can say it in Virginian and you can translate it, because you translated all that other shit, Clavier.
There is a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail. That little window on the wall. I saw the crime from there. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. You are certain you heard 2 shots fired? Yes, quite certain. I was on my way to the backstage exit. This was when I heard a faint sound, like a gunshot. Wondering what it had been, I peered through the window. That is when I heard the second gunshot, much closer. And there were 2 bullet holes at the scene. No contradictions so far. It all happened on the other side of that window. There was nothing I could do. But it wasn't Machi. It wasn't Machi who shot. Are you sure? Yes, quite certain. It amuses me that you would question her testimony. It is testimony in your favor. Isn't it my job to object? Yeah, Apollo. What were you thinking? Slap, slap. Trucy, let's just listen to what Lamroy has to say. Emma's bullying me again. Can you tell me how you were so sure?
Wait, why is it a problem to say, are you sure it wasn't the defendant? That's good to, like, reestablish multiple times. Whatever.
Yes, of course. You see, it was a grown person. I know it was. A grown person? That's a little vague. I am sorry. My skill with your language is lacking, I know.
Oh, certainly. You could at least see whether the shooter was male or female.
It was a man. A young man.
And you're sure of that?
Yes, his voice was quite clear.
What?
Voice?
Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It doesn't seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter. Can you maybe identify them?
As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes.
Wow, we really should have told her about the murder and gotten her testimony.
When I hear she knew about the murder. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man. So you heard a voice. But wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Latouche?
She would
Absolutely
know if it was
not.
Latouche.
Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice?
You...
If it was Mr. Latouche who spoke, I would have known.
If she's so certain about who it was, maybe we'll fucking ask her who it was. Shouldn't she know? Indeed. So you were at the window and you heard the shooter's voice, the voice of a young man. Unless it was a stranger.
This is a good testimony.
If it was a stranger, sure.
That proves it wasn't Machi.
Yes. Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What's the defense's opinion on this testimony?
It's pretty good. Well, I'd have to say it's pretty good. Vital, even. This shows the shooter wasn't Machi. Ha!
Uh-oh.
Surely you can't be serious, Hair Forehead.
Yes,
Why not? Lemre, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the siren of the ballad. And lies do not become such a creature.
What does this prosecution mean?
Apollo, what's he talking about? How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that? I recall the state of the crime scene quite well. The state of the room? Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed.
Ah, right.
I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it. What? But I'm sure. Lamoureux, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. But my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser. But she's the only eyewitness we have! So you say. And the victim named hers, a siren, as a witness? That's right! That's what Mr. Latouche... We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility. And it brought us to this. Herr Judge.
Yes?
The prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please? Would it please?
I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Judge.
There is no need to even hear what she has to say about this. There is indeed a question of the witness's credibility.
But if Lamoureux can't testify, then we don't have a chance of proving Machi's innocence.
This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, you may continue making your case.
Danke. Now, where were we?
Please fucking...
Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Fraulein Detective
She
again.
was saying something!
Who?
Lamoureux!
Was she? I don't remember that.
Oh my god!
Wait. Let me hear Lamoureux's testimony one last time.
But the cross-examination is already over! Until such a time as need arises. This witness may leave the stand.
I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance. At last, back to the real trial. Ready, Herr Forehead? I hope I didn't just miss my only chance. Fraulein Detective, how far had we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted?
I think the more you remember about this case, the more frustrating it is to replay. Don't ask me!
I dislike saying the same thing twice, and I never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Sky. I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latouche's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling. Ah, yes, there was only one door in the room. And as a witness, you was standing in front of it. That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through. I certainly would have a difficult time. As would the victim, wide as he is. You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. So, you know. Remember the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved in the concert? The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself.
She does state a clear case. Though, reading the report, something caught my eye.
Oh, what's that?
The circumstances of the defendant's arrest.
The circumstances? Again?
Hey, that's right, Apollo! Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre!
She's right. Why did Mr. Latouche's body disappear from the room? And end up on top of that stage
I would
tower?
love to hear the prosecution's theory for who put him up there. You know, the victim? The large victim?
Was it the little boy? The little stick boy with little stick arms?
And maybe his explanation for why he was unconscious, question mark? What?
Holding a guitar, no less.
Yeah, that was also weird.
A perceptive observation, Herr
Why
Judge.
did they do that? Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. You'll get a nose for things.
The judge sure seems pleased with himself.
Very good, Fraulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us?
Oh, you're gonna make me explain it?
Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer?
The missing body. I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lamoureux's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the scene.
I'm gonna say something. Machi doesn't speak English. The lyrics were in English. I'm sure, you know, Lamoureux could have translated them for him. But I'm just gonna...
Goal. Goal. Good guess. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
I think that the main issue with this case, from my perspective, is that they chose to make the defendant the little blind boy who doesn't speak English.
Lemuroy's song?
Don't worry, I can think of plenty of other things. There are big problems with this case. But yes, that's definitely one of them.
The guitar Serenade. You noticed its code too, did you not?
Its code?
All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the keys my heart held onto so tightly were stolen. Then Prosecutor
Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Mr. Latusse's life was taken by a bullet.
The rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
That's mad! It's like a story out of some fairy tale, where a pixie did all of that.
I admit, I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were.
Hey, you know I was the one who first noticed that.
I've heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs, but killing?
It's a wild world out there, Herr Judge.
Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to the next. The cross-examination.
I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing.
The missing body. I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lemuroy's song.
But why, though? Does the prosecution have any idea why he'd do all this?
You want my scientific opinion? No clue. But he clearly had a reason to go through all of that trouble. Some deep reason.
A deep reason?
Not only did he steal my keys, he torched my guitar! Unforgivable acts even if he had a reason. And worse if he had none!
The diva's complaints aside, I can't imagine someone just doing this just on a whim.
Fraulein Detective, I take offense at that description.
Indeed, it does seem too well rehearsed, shall we say. Yes, this crime was planned for sure. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the scene. Oh, right. The fingerprints, okay.
Yeah. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim.
Do we know anything about him? Do you know he's never been here?
But Mr. Latouche spoke English. He may have come to this country before.
I looked into that, I assure you.
Oh?
It was his first time in the country, it seems. Apparently, he learned English on his own.
Great.
You see? No one here had a motive to kill him, and certainly not in such an elaborate fashion.
It does seem difficult to imagine. Unless our famous prosecutor did it as a publicity stunt. Prosecutor Kevin, you did this to promote your song?
I would never fucking do that! Of course not. And I am quite dismayed by the ludicrous nature of her claim. Why would I need promotion? Everyone already listens to my music.
They're even in my textbook at school.
And I'd never heard of him. What does that say about me?
I was just kidding. Don't get all worked up, liver boy.
Maybe you should stop fucking joking in a court of law.
Maybe you should stop playing air guitar in a court of law.
I'll kill you with a gun and a knife.
Maybe you shouldn't kill people in a court of law.
I'll do it not in a court of law, but later.
Okay, let's get back to the testimony.
That was also a joke, by the way.
Don't worry, I've had plenty of threats in this courtroom that are just jokes.
Yeah.
And Machi practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Fuck.
It's hard for me to say the defendant.
I'm just gonna press
Some
everything.
lyrics!
Who would steal a body just to match some
Why did I do that?
Ricks.
I didn't believe it myself, but it can't be just a coincidence.
It is as Fraulein Detective says. Let us begin with the first verse. If you would, Fraulein Detective.
We already went over it. What? You want me to sing it?
You are the witness,
God.
yeah? Or did you want me to sing? I warn you, my fee as vocalist is not trivial.
Fine. Let's look at the first part of the lyrics, shall we?
We're gonna go over it again.
When you stole away the keys, my heart held on
Maybe
to
don't sing
so
it.
tight.
Actually.
Well, not if you're not gonna make the music line up.
Indeed, my favorite heart-shaped keyring was stolen that morning.
Next, we go to the right passage of the lyrics sheet page, where we find, burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away. Yes, we were over all of this already. As we know, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flame. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away, all away.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, baby. Mr. Latusse's life was taken by a bullet.
Bravo, Frelin Detective. You're singing. It's not bad. Now for the finale.
You're gonna do it.
Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
You didn't even sing that!
As it says in the lyrics, Mr. Latousse was found with a guitar high in the sky over the stage. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
The music stopped already.
I know. It's just not really, it's not really my style. No series of coincidences could be so well conceived.
He's right, scientifically speaking.
What would Wacky have said? That concert was whack.
That's true, I guess.
It's hard to argue when she pours her heart into it like that.
It's really hot in here.
Anyway, the shooter. Oh, now it's hot. Now it's hot. The shooter. He moved the body to match Lemuroy's song.
Okay.
No one in this country had a motive. Machi. Okay, yeah, press down.
What do you mean by his signature?
The bullet holes in the wall, of course. What?
The bullet holes? I thought you...
The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall. And it means what exactly? That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It would be difficult, almost impossible, to miss at that range. Difficult to miss, you say? Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim.
No! You can't be serious.
Machi! He can't see! That's why he missed?
The gun was huge! Okay, that's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly, but he still hit him.
And he still was able to shoot the gun
Twice
with his little tiny boy arms. That reminds me, the monitor in that room was blaring at the time, yeah?
Pianists have really, a lot of arm strength, actually. That thing is heavy.
You need to, I think you need to enunciate pianist better. Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by
Shut
sound.
up, Claudia. A blind shooter. No wonder he missed. He hit him, though. He hit him the second time.
I knew those bullet holes would come back to
It doesn't mean he's blind.
Think, Justice. What do I do now?
Oh, God.
Raise an objection.
I gotta, right? Sure, there were bullet holes left in the wall.
But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see.
Oh? How so?
What do you mean?
There could have been a struggle with the victim.
He was
Especially
huge.
at that close of range.
That's certainly possible.
Okay, I'm even gonna say, I don't think Machi could have done it. He's a tiny little boy. This big old man probably could have just taken the gun from him.
Yeah, that's possible.
And it might have been the revolver's fault.
Yeah, the revolver?
The revolver was a very large caliber, correct?
If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why, it could dislocate their shoulder.
Exactly. The defendant, Machi Tobaya, is, as you can see, tiny.
Okay, so they do bring it up, but
But
then they don't even dismiss the case because of this.
It's not so hard to picture him. This is not.
It
the
is
issue
hard to
here.
picture him firing the gun at all.
firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim.
It would throw out his shoulder.
It would crush him like a bug.
A convincing argument, to be sure.
Ha! Take that, smug prosecution.
Can we, like, I don't know, look at everybody's arms and see who has an arm injury, maybe?
Apollo?
Or at least check if Machi does?
What?
That bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim, aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it?
Not admitting that he did
Oh! It does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant.
He's tiny, he couldn't have fucking done it!
Even the defense seems to agree
no,
on that
I'm
point.
gonna kill you. Oh my
Yerk!
god. Oh my god, this is so frustrating.
Grapes! I really put my foot in it this time. But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Fraulein Detective.
Okay. Oh, very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. Sorry, I shouldn't shake the mic. Right. He was tiny, so he did it. From the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind. Okay, fucking press that.
You can't say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that.
I wouldn't call it proof, per se.
You've merely raised a possibility. You said earlier that the only way to contradict the possibility is with the evidence.
Also,
Fraulein Detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of
I
course.
Clavier might know something that would disprove this.
Of course, there is more evidence than just bullet holes.
Certainly, some people do and should say something.
The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent. But wait, if he was blind, how would he know about the air vent in the first place?
Good fucking question.
A very good point. Well, Fraulein Detective, if you would care to explain. He certainly seems sure of himself.
Recall the crime scene, if you would. There was a stepladder below the air vent. As it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Custodial staff went around checking all the air vents.
I don't believe it.
Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance, including Machi Tobaye. He would have known that there would be a way out at the top of that stepladder.
But that's... Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? You could have figured it out for yourself.
What do you mean? No, he couldn't
You
have.
only needed to consider what the stepladder was doing
And then
there.
guess that's not how you do evidence. Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by a stepladder.
Well, there, forehead. Out of ammunition, perhaps?
I'm gonna eat the microphone.
I've never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive.
I'm gonna eat the microphone.
Maybe he's caught the scent of blood.
Apollo, don't you have something, anything?
Sorry, I forgot that they did bring it up and then didn't
Oh,
fucking...
we need something to prove the killer could see. That'll put him in his
We
place.
tried to do that just now.
Proving the shooter was sighted would do it.
Yes.
That would take down one of their central points. Do I have any evidence that can prove that, though? Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I would also say stealing the keys would be difficult.
Wait, also, yeah, I guess it's never fully explained where they stole the keys from, but, like, that's not that big of, like, a... I accept the
Well, I
prosecution's
think stealing the
challenge.
keys would be difficult if you couldn't see.
Yeah. As I knew you would, Hair Forehead. I guess if they were, like, in a room together and Gavin put his keys down, like, they would jingle and then it would be like, oh.
Yeah,
They're
but
cute.
also, they have a heart shape specifically. He would have had to already have touched them to know that.
Yeah! You would have need to know that it was a heart in order to even think to steal it for the song.
I think so.
As I knew you would, Hair
Anyway,
Forehead.
we're doing this instead.
What exactly am I up against here? The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. Therefore, Machi, who's blind, did it.
The defense will please present their evidence. Evidence that overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see.
It's this one, the judge. It said this one. This is that evidence.
The photograph of the crime scene?
I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face, but this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. There is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point.
Then perhaps you'd best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, huh? Yeah? Yeah?
Very well, show us what you're talking about.
My finger.
The contradiction at the scene of the crime is...
The contradiction is right here.
the smeared bloodstains. I thought it was just my blurry vision, but it really was blurry.
I'm gonna say, I feel like, and I'm sure that there are ways to get around this, but it does seem like maybe a little bit of an issue that the judge can't fully, like, in clear vision see the evidence.
Yeah. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head, much like a gesture I have seen many times in this court.
Actually...
Oh, it's almost as if he wrote something?
Aha! I get it! At least, I think I get it.
Get what, Fräulein?
When Mr. Latouche was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it in but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me, so I don't look as cool. Yes, in fact, that is what I think happened here.
That does seem to be a distinct possibility. The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion.
Drat! I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind.
Neither
Then
would
you really would have had his signature at the crime scene.
No one has anything else to say?
About what?
So the prosecution accepts this? You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out?
What's your point?
What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. Latouche was writing something in blood once the killer saw what it was. Wait. Once he saw what it was?
But what did you just testify about the shooter?
I said they were blind. Ah!
Yet the crime scene itself contradicts
Well,
that.
they didn't have to be blind.
The killer had to have
Wait.
been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tobaya, is blind? He couldn't have been the shooter.
Impossible! Was I wrong about the child being the killer? Order!
No.
Order!
You were
Prosecutor
right.
Gavin, please
You were
explain to
right,
me
you were
what the fuck
perfectly
is
right.
that's going on!
Like, give me a second.
I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet up until now.
It seems I owe the court an apology.
You certainly do. I know what you're fucking gonna say, Clavier. Fuck you.
The Gaffners are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred.
Okay, that's...
During our concert. Apparently, this caused some confusion over jurisdiction.
What do you mean it caused confusion over jurisdiction?
As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner.
I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here.
The autopsy report is outdated.
Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us.
The coroner's found that actually his blood is just blurry. It just does that.
Let's rock. This sees documents. But before that,
Shut up, Clavier.
I have a question for the Fräulein detective.
Okay.
If I may,
What?
tell me, Why do you think that Machito Baye is blind?
Huh?
What did he say?
What are you saying? Of course he's blind.
Of course.
He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Lemuroy lead him around by the hand all the time?
No way.
I have a report here on the defendant, Machito Baye. According to this, Machito Baye can see perfectly well.
What?
His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians. He can see quite well.
But you said...
What did I say, exactly? Hair forehead. Not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fraulein Detective.
You need to mention and correct it, though. You need to do that.
But
You
that's
can't just fucking...
a significant fact, yes. Consider, Machito Baye
Also, the
sees...
detective should have received that report. I know you said it was filed late or something.
Shut the
She
fuck
needed
up,
to
window
know that.
security.
That's really important.
I see no problems with this.
But what about the bullet holes in the wall?
Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Hair Forehead neatly explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was a kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words.
What do you mean? There was an accident before that he missed. He didn't do it on purpose because he was blind.
Blind people, they're always hamming it.
Oh, no. Whoa! Whoa!
How's that? he's really,
That's not the first ableist thing you've said during this trial, I would say.
not relevant to my case. I'm
Oh,
afraid.
you're prosecuting. I guess he's not blind, so I guess it's... No, you don't get to make that face.
I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. You can't be ableist to people who are not disabled.
Okay.
It's impossible, actually. Bigots always know exactly who you are and everything about you, and if they, are end up being wrong and being ableist because they think they're blind, that actually just bounces off of you because that's how bigotry works.
Bigots love to admit when they're wrong.
They love to admit when they're wrong and apologize and give you like $10 million because they were wrong.
Stop laughing.
This is where the real fun begins. I can say anything I want.
God, he needs to get canceled. Oh, so
No.
I've been waiting so long.
I knew you didn't have what it took.
You jerk! Just what was I in here for? Comic relief?
Yeah, apologize.
Oh, sorry.
That's no way to apologize.
He's angered the Trucy now. Look out.
I am. If we can please end the bickering now.
I know, I never...
Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case if it kills me. But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
Oh, don't say that.
Aha!
Aha, what?
This bloodstain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right?
That seems to be what happened, yes.
We might be able to find out what was really written here.
Really? You can do that?
That's right. With this, it's called luminol. Maybe you know of it. It's a chemical that reacts to blood.
Ah, yes. Have we done those tests yet?
Ha! As if I'm going to tell you.
I'm the prosecutor. The bloodstains covered a section of the carpet.
That was carpet?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now.
That looks ugly as fuck. Right.
The
Go
carpet?
for it, Apollo.
Or the blood? Because I didn't put the blood... And that's not even my stadium, so... Huh? I have to do the test?
You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple.
A
Yes,
chemical...
this is totally illegal.
A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere.
It's called luminol. Of course you've heard of it. You're a defense attorney, right?
No.
Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it, defense attorney. It's your job now. Right, ready? It's easy as pie. Just press space to spray an area. Here, give it a try. Here, I'll do it for you.
The eyes of the entire court are focused on me.
Apollo, your hand's shaking.
No, that's Emma shaking my hand for me. Ah. Let's
What?
do this.
Oh, there we go. Eep,
Eep.
Eep,
Eep. X314206. That's really bright. Content warning, eye strain, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, it really works.
This must be the power of science.
It says
IPXX314206. Is that the killer's name? Maybe it is. If the
aha, I have it. So what is it? I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number.
Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency?
Yes. Most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number? Why would Mr. Latouche even know a number like that? Good show, Fraulein Detective. Rock on.
Was it a show? It's science.
Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately.
Okay.
Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number.
Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27.
Not a big difference for me, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm not sure what to think of all of this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yet if this number is really of that of the Interpol agent... Oh, wait. I know. What if Machi Tobias is really an undercover Interpol
He's
agent?
a baby. That would be a
No,
possibility.
he's not really 14. He's just short.
And he tricked us because we think that short means young and tall.
Your ableism coming back to bite you, Clavier. Fuck you. A possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain.
Why did Latouche know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know. Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Wanna work on unraveling another mystery? A curious mystery concerning Machi Tobaye. What are you talking about? Fraulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you.
You had me until that last bit.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see?
Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Herr Forehead? Huh? Me? Machi Tobias pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
How could he know?
Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time. Something wrong? Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why.
I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else.
What does that have to do with anything? There was a reason why Machi Tobias pretended to be blind.
Yes.
But it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now?
No.
It wasn't for himself?
Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness? He had to.
He had to.
I think I know what it is.
I know.
It's weird.
Machi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Which means... No.
It's a little bit of a
It
leap.
couldn't be.
We're leaping here.
Good show, Air for it.
Playing
Yeah,
leap rock.
It seems you've thought of something.
Why can't I figure these things out on my own?
I have to have already played the case before. I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Very well. Look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see.
Was it sightseeing music?
She's seeing. That is Lameroy.
Lameroy and Machi Tobiah.
Wait,
Recall
he's not in that picture.
their relationship.
Oh.
In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country.
Lameroy and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right, because he was blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go.
All times.
Yet, we have just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time?
Well, wasn't it a part of their performance?
I think there's a simpler explanation. Machi did not need to be led by the hand at all. That can only mean one thing.
Really?
Really, it was all the other way around. The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lameroy.
What's this? So you mean to say that Lameroy is... she's...
Yes, Your Honor. Lameroy is blind.
What? Order! This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin.
Is it now?
Why didn't you tell us? Please shed some sanity on this madness. The defense has made an outrageous claim.
The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast forehead. Yet I see it is not vast in vain. This time.
Oh, because he has a big brain?
Big
Okay,
juicy
sure.
brain. He is quite correct.
But that makes no sense. Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something?
Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lameroy herself? I believe she is still in the witness rating room.
Apollo, what does this mean for our case?
Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now.
Bailiff, bring in Lameroy!
It's so hot in here, and I haven't drank any water today.
Oh. Do you want to go get some water? Okay.
I'll be back. Do you want me to get you some?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, let's get in water. Yeah, I don't like the it just feels frustrating, maybe especially when you've played it already. But the whole like Emma bringing up that he's blind as her explanation for why the gun missed, I guess, which is weird on its own, and then Apollo gives the other explanation, which like doesn't really disprove that, even though he could have if he just continued that line of reasoning. And then then you do that. Oh yeah, and then you prove that the killer could see, and then Clavier turns around and is like, well, actually he wasn't blind, actually he can see. So all of that was pointless. That I don't love when someone who knew this information the whole time just turns around and goes, yeah, everything that we were talking about was pointless. What's that? Yes, I'm tripping. It's not your fault. I tripped over your chair.
Alright. We're back.
We're back.
I got waters.
Oh, ice.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got both of them how I like them.
It's okay. It's cold.
Lameroy, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet I must. Please, do not be concerned on my behalf.
Those eyes. She really can't see? Really?
It is true.
Wait. You just saw her eyes and were like, wait, she can't see out of those?
They look normal. This is the ableism case. I was thinking earlier, because it was Disability Pride Month, I was like, what Ace Attorney characters do I draw for Disability Pride Month? And like, most of them are very poorly handled, so that's kind of hard to pick. How funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Virginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world.
So you are...
Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lemroy. Know, too, that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lemroy. I'm blind in a way where I can see absolutely nothing. Black screen.
I don't think black screen.
Black screen behind me. No light. No light recepting at all back there.
Behind me?
Behind me.
So, I've thought about this before.
Of how did she become blind?
No, actually, that's not what I'm saying. Like...
Or, like, what specific type of blindness, like, does she have?
No, that's not... I'm not even thinking about her specifically, but, like...
What does it look like when you can't see anything?
I think people assume it's just... It is, like, black screen.
But it's probably more just...
Like, you... Like, if you are not... And I'm assuming this. This is not a fact. But I assume if you... There's... Like, no... I assume it's just your brain isn't processing any visual information at all, and so... I
mean, it probably honestly depends.
It probably does depend, yeah.
I'm getting too, I'm getting too rowdy and forgetting how to actually put an effort into me.
Like, even when I close my eyes...
Like, I mean, yeah, you don't, like, process that as I'm seeing black. You
right.
You process it as I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I apologize for my misspeaking.
I see.
You may recall me saying something towards the beginning of this trial, Hair Forehead. What's that? I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Ah. Now, Lemroy, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes?
Clavier, did you decide not to bring this up while she was testifying before, and you decided to dismiss her instead?
I didn't want to be rude.
Oh my God.
I've never been ableist, and I've never, outed someone as disabled against their wishes, and I've never done anything that could even be wrong. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor?
Yes, of course. Though I admit, I'm a little lost here.
I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor.
This case is frustrating and hard to follow.
I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. She's describing it as darkness.
Yeah.
My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this.
I mean,
and we couldn't change it.
What?
So silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see.
So he came up with that based on nothing?
Mm-hmm. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
But this is a murder trial.
You should tell people relevant information. I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. I was to keep my blindness a secret no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would... She told us the truth since the beginning, when she said she saw nothing.
Very well. Does the defense have anything to add?
All right, so what parts of your testimony were fully made up and what parts were real?
But what is there left to ask?
There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me. Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself.
Very well. The defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness.
Okay.
What?
There was only one part that the judge's benevolent sexism, it strikes again. There was only one part that bothered me. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy. Okay. I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came and before he knew this, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
Latouche.
Yeah, did he know? When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latouche? Of course. He was my manager. So he knew. And that's what's been bugging me.
Something the matter, Mr. Justice?
I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You are thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Is he right, Apollo?
Yes, I was. He's alive! Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? God! Witness! You're cold! Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help us on the way.
Get the
Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who is the witness?
witness is the siren.
Mr. Latouche told me to ask the witness and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. Meaning what? There is no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more.
So Apollo's reciting them in full.
I'm reciting them in full every time.
The witness siren? We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense.
Oh no, I'm dying! I remember them well myself, but that statement is not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that. Before? What came before that? That's right, he tried to tell you. When he said can't see, he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness.
I see.
Too bad the defense did not. Well, there, forehead. Try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time. You mean? Everyone's mean to me.
Order, order, order.
Recall Lamroy's earlier testimony. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
But you couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that.
That is not the most important point here. The moment he was shot, Mr. Latouche witnessed her through that window. Why else would he have named her as a witness? Ah! But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots, and the man's voice. Unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed. We have already run a simulation, of course.
What? Okay.
But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant. Your Honor!
What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here?
We have the results back from the investigation.
In the investigation?
Ah, the Interpol numbers that Mr. Latouche left us.
Oh, well, let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescent, your report, please. I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing.
Quick work as always, Darian.
Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent? IPXX314206. The agent registered under this number was Romain Latouche.
What?
Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Latouche himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation.
So when he wrote those letters...
He was trying to tell us his own identity. And a cautious killer tried to wipe them away.
Mr. Latouche was an undercover Interpol agent. So him being Lamroy's manager...
was just a cover, most likely.
There's one other important detail I found.
Well, out with it.
It concerns that .45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon. Apparently, it belonged to Romain Latouche. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms, and the registration number on the revolver matched.
I mean, firearms, sure. A 5.45 caliber revolver?
To solve international crimes, I need very large guns.
Is it .45 or is it 45? 45 caliber revolver? In your pocket?
No, in my gun belt.
So the victim was killed with his own
Why
weapon.
would I put a
Which
gun in
makes
my
sense.
pocket?
It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. Thick. So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover op? I wonder how that ties into everything.
It's good to tie in somehow, you'd think.
Yeah, somehow. Especially since, I try to wipe it away.
Thanks for looking at... Oh. Just said that in my normal voice. Thanks for looking into
Darren,
that.
thanks for looking
Very
into that for us.
It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out.
Hold it! Hold it! Wait!
Lameroy, is something the matter?
That voice just now. Darian? Mr. Darian, is it?
Detective Crescent, but yeah.
It was him. I am sure of it.
It was him?
You aren't saying... That voice I heard talking to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian. Is this some kind of a joke? What?
No way.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Bitch.
He had an alibi. Bitch.
Bitch.
My apologies. I didn't mean to call you that, even though of your behavior. The courtroom fell into such a chaotic state the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I'd never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. Lamroy fingering Darian Crescent in the middle of court. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it really have been his voice Lamroy heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure if I could keep up with it.
Hey, no wimping out now, Bio! Slap, slap, slap!
She's always doing that.
I'm glad you decided to follow my advice, Tracy.
Take that.
Take that.
Chloe is one of my favorite characters. I feel like I'm making him so unlikable. Well, he also was the one who decided to make a cop-themed rock band.
And prosecute this little boy.
Prosecute this little boy.
And not tell us about it, who's blind and who's not blind. Even though he knew. Okay, should we take a break? Because you're sweaty?
Well, I'm gonna be sweaty either way. I could take probably my coat off now that I'm not in court. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
Ugh.
Back when I was an attorney. I don't think I'm here still. That's fine. I wish this light wouldn't flicker whenever I did that.
Why does it do that?
I don't know.
Alright. Boys.
Boys.
July 9th. You want to take a break or are we good?
I'm gonna get some nuts.
Okay.
Alright,
We
go
can
back.
take a break then.
Yeah.
Take
Not a long one.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
Look, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna take a 5-minute break. We're back. Put all our plates over here. I'm gonna put this one on the bottom because it's bigger. Alright. We ate. Now we can play again. Alright. July 9th, 2:12 p.m. Write anything agency.
Hey, Apollo!
What?
Well, actually nothing. I mean, something. Or maybe not.
Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer.
Well, the trial today? I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it?
Score? Gee. I guess I would, maybe, well, bah, I'm just as bad as you.
See? It's so vague.
Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something. Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case.
I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. IPXX314206. The agent registered under that number was Romain Letouce.
And the victim, Mr. Letouce. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. And we don't have any idea what he was investigating.
Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lamoureux told the whole court.
Wait, that voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Letouce when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries.
I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around.
What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will?
I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said.
Top secret?
Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day. And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine.
Fine, right. Well, time's a-wasting, as they say. Let's investigate.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Can we talk to our client? Didn't show up in court at all. I mean, I can't speak
No
Virginian. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect.
But they don't have any decisive evidence.
Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room.
I guess.
Right, the air vent.
I feel like we haven't been, trying to come up with other ways. At all.
And
When that's the main thing
he
we have against
lied.
it.
Lied?
Machi Tobaya can see.
That was clearly a part of their thing. Also, he can't speak English.
Machi!
If they were able to figure out that
Speak
he's
of the
not
devil.
blind, then presumably he did cooperate
He looks like he's doing okay.
and not try to hide it that much.
I forget. Why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything.
Words are overrated. Feelings are what matter, Apollo.
It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings.
Feeling bad.
But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest.
If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen.
I think she's actually worried for me.
So, what did you think of the trial today? Whew. I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by that trial.
Hey, all's well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win.
No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do. testify. What a great person!
What?
She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect.
I mean, yeah, that's good.
Darian of the Governors, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened? I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Hey!
Maybe Clavier should do that since he speaks Virginian.
What is it, Apollo?
No, it's nothing. I must be imagining it.
Imagining what, Apollo?
It's just, I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know, Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right?
How could he? He's a young Borgilian. He doesn't speak English. Also, he's blind.
Oh wait, he's not blind anymore, so we can't keep bringing that up every 2 seconds.
Why would that have anything to do
We
with
just always bring it up.
You don't have to.
Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him.
Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared because you kept making those I'm so mad faces. Oh, you're so mad.
Was I that bad? Hachi lied about not being able to see. What if that's not all he lied about?
If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him.
I think it'll take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Alright.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
Well, I don't think he's gonna. He said we'll be back.
Okay.
We're gonna find some evidence, some undeniable evidence that he can speak English. Why is he lying about not being able to speak English?
I don't know. They might explain it.
Woo! What a great day! It's perfect weather for sleuthing.
The weather matters. The weather matters for an investigation.
Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days?
Sure. Let's get started, shall we?
Look, it's all the flags of all the 5 countries.
The 5 countries: red, green, yellow, green stripe, blue polka dot, and pink orange flag.
Right on! Show us your stuff, Apollo!
What stuff?
Your voice training! This is the perfect place for it.
I did enough at home, thanks.
Aw, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage.
I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer.
Then you're in luck, because it's lawyer weather today. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout objection?
Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. That was a very important, necessary conversation to have in this long
We didn't look
case.
at anything.
No, I don't need to look at anything.
That earpiece is still there.
Hey, no one picked that up. That's still not in our evidence, is it? Ah, Mr. Attorney. Leroy, I'm sorry about today. There is nothing you need to apologize for. You are merely defending Machi.
Are you okay? Alone, I mean?
Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult.
Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now. And we weren't even talking.
I heard your footsteps several times the day before.
Oh, you must have great ears.
Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday. But how? Windows are, completely solid and can't hear anything through walls or windows. That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian Crescent's voice at the scene of the crime? I did not know his name, but I never forget a voice. Look, remember what I said? Him, the voice that was dead, but murderer.
No way!
As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That is when I heard his voice. I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something?
Now you're saying Darian every time.
Okay, no, I was saying Darian before. This is the first time I've said Darian.
No, you said it before.
No.
You said it as the judge.
Yeah, but I didn't say it as Apollo.
Oh, I as in Apollo.
I as in Apollo.
Right.
That was a mistake. Sometimes I try to coordinate. Some people say a name one way and some people say it another way. And so that was a mistake on my part because
Okay.
Apollo is supposed to be saying Darian.
Great. All right. Good to know your internal thoughts.
I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouche were talking about something? The next moment I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening, I never imagined the gunshots might be real.
Also, did you hear anything that they said?
And I was in quite a hurry myself. I left the scene at once.
So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard.
Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. I met Machi before my debut as Lamroy. I was singing in a restaurant in Virginia. And he was playing the piano? Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see?
No, it was after.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound.
So I also am giving the benefit of the doubt that it makes a little more sense in Japanese. To me, landscape painter and sound, like, I guess they specifically says that she goes and then makes songs
Sightseeing
on the
music.
based on the places that she sees. Whatever.
It must have been tough for Machi, pretending he couldn't see, and all the while acting as your eyes. Not hard for you, though, as the one who
Truly couldn't see and had to pretend you could. We held hands always.
Yeah, that does sound much harder.
He would write with his finger on my palm to signal to me things I should know. He is a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Mr. Latouche. Ah, yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not. No one did.
I guess that's what it means to be undercover.
Yeah.
But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from memory. Clouded, right. The darkness that I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became Lamoureux. I awoke from darkness, into darkness, you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamoureux is lost to me.
But I don't think you...
I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think your past might be related to this case?
No way! That seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamroy.
I thank you. Machi, too, tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. Okay, well, let's see if we can grab this,
That's been lying there since the day before yesterday.
It's small. Maybe no one's noticed it.
We've noticed it multiple times!
I kinda wanna pick it up. It'd make a cool souvenir, don't you think?
It does stick out in my mind for some reason. Is
Great.
it not? It's not in our evidence
Nope.
even now?
Nope.
Why?
Later.
Okay, bye.
The stage! Oh, Gavin's dressing room. The stage!
Okay.
Or maybe Lamoureux's dressing room.
Yeah, I'll go back to the crime scene first.
Makes sense.
And this is where the carpet got taken out. I mean, I don't think there's really anything new here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just need to examine all sorts of...
Oh, we could try presenting things to her, actually.
Oh,
We haven't
yeah.
done that yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's no, like, the stage.
Talk. Oh, okay.
Lyrics sheet, investigation request, postcard.
Yeah, so what actually happened?
Do you think you could tell me about this? I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is
What?
somewhat limited.
Huh?
I only know what I have heard or felt.
You
Maybe
can
that
hear and
explains
feel
why
this,
she didn't
maybe.
react when I showed her stuff the other
Why
day.
don't you feel this?
So can we not show her anything?
You live in the world.
You live in the world. Disabled people never go outside. They stay in their little hole and they don't know anything. I don't. Is there? Yeah.
We could look at the thing that has changed in Lamoureux's dressing room,
Oh yeah.
which is that the body is gone.
the body is
and
gone.
has been replaced by the outline and everything.
Yeah, the outline.
evidence markers.
And there's the carpet.
Hey, look! A part of the carpet has been torn up here.
That was the part we did the Lunimo testing on in court.
Luminol. Right.
You know what I couldn't stop thinking? Who's going to pay for this carpet?
As long as it's not
It's
us.
not gonna be you.
Maybe the shooter?
I guess it's true what they say. Crime doesn't pay.
I would hope that carpet replacement cost only holding you back.
Is there anything else?
No. I mean, I guess we could look more at this little window.
Yeah.
This was the window where
Or the
Lamoureux
vent.
saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple.
Kind of hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it.
Yeah, but the window was
It
closed.
can open a little bit.
Maybe she heard it some other way.
Wait,
it
yeah,
can
wait,
open
yeah,
a
it
little
can
bit.
fucking open a little bit.
Do we know it was fully
Wasn't it
shut?
open a crack? Or no, it wasn't. But it could have been.
But it says, "Do not open." Can we go
What
up
is it
in the
that
vent?
even there for?
They found Machi Tobias' fingerprints on that air vent. Where does the air vent go? Where would he have ended up after going through there?
That's
that
a good
seems kind of
fucking question that we
relevant,
don't
but
ever
we
talk
never,
about.
we never talk about that. What's with the long face?
It's a little lackluster, you know.
Lackluster.
I mean, using the air vent is so obvious. No audience is going to pay good money to see a trick like that.
Things must look different through a magician's eyes.
It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window.
Don't go there. You'll get your head stuck.
Yeah, what is that there for?
What is that there for? If you can't get out through it, it's not for, like, you know, if there's like a fire.
It's not a normal sized window. It doesn't even look like it has blinds or anything on it.
I'm starting to get a little bit of a sinus headache, which I love. I don't know.
We don't have
what-
anything about the air vent or anything. We could present the lyrics to her. She did write, or she wrote the song
She
part.
wrote the song part.
Or the,
Do you think you tell me about this?
music
No, I
part.
don't know shit. It's a piece of paper.
Okay. We can't tell her what's
We
on it
can't
for
tell
some
her what's
reason.
on it. Fuck, man.
Okay, go to the stage. Well, look at things here.
What?
Anything.
The Pinot?
Mochi played so beautifully.
Yeah, like a real pianist.
That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Mochi a pianist? Why
Okay,
does that
that's
throwing
the
him in the same class
same.
as Daddy?
All right. Go to the governor's dressing room. While you look around, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I'm actually going to look at our evidence, like the revolver.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yikes! Don't point that thing at me!
Don't worry, I'm an old hand with firearms. I have one that shoots bullets.
I don't want it shooting any bullets, thank you.
Not those bullets, silly. My gun shoots bullets. The magic cat.
A cat comes out of a gun?
I can tell by your expression you've never heard of that trick. It's a great one.
Honestly, that one sounds halfway interesting. The middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber. That's where you load the bullets. A revolver, see?
Revolver. That sounds a bit like Wonderball! Especially if you say it really fast.
I guess.
Revolver. Wonderball. You know what I always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonderbar was one liver. There's just so many words in the world, Apollo. Isn't it amazing?
So many different words. So many different people. People like Chersey. Yeah, so we've looked at the gun. A sort of pin fastener for attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type, though.
So if it's not a safety pin, is it a danger pin?
I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then yeah, sure. But you can do that with a safety pin, too, for that matter.
Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin.
Aw, you're driving a danger pin through my heart there. Anyway, that's not relevant. He says Goral. I don't even think there's. I guess we could look at the. Oh, we could look at the. There are 3 keys on this heart-shaped keyring, and this guitar-shaped key was the key to a guitar case.
Wasn't he saying he had to break his case because he couldn't get it unlocked? I could open a lock like that in 10 seconds, easy. He should have given me a call.
So he could slap handcuffs on you after you opened it?
Handcuffs? 20 seconds, tops.
I'm glad she's on my side.
I have an idea.
Age 35.
Maybe you needed to talk to Mashi about that last thing.
About that last thing I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Anyone giving me anything?
But they were still having conversations. They were having conversations and not talking to him because he can't talk to them.
I'm sorry. I'm really bad at I'm really bad at that. To the Right Anything Agency. Detention. Okay, fine.
So, Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see and Leroy can't. The whole world's gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're going to get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Okay. Let's see if now we can go to the stage.
I'm also gonna try talking to Trucy here.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Leroy dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian.
Leroy said she's never forgotten a voice, right? That's so cool.
I guess.
What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they're called.
Somehow I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time.
Wrong? Why?
I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert.
That's right. I was burning up the dance floor at the time.
Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darian even?
You bet I did. He's one of the governors as his guitarist after all. He's so cool. Oh.
Right. All the governors have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouche backstage.
But Lemroy heard him, didn't she? She heard Darian backstage, right?
Somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. An Interpol agent.
I was wondering,
Hi, Harlequinsy.
what is Interpol anyway?
Huh? Interpol? They're the guys who catch international criminals.
Why can't they just call them International Police instead of making up some silly name?
Yeah. Anyway, do you think he was investigating Lamroy?
Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be.
Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying.
But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 spaces.
If only it were that easy. Spaces? In any case, we knew he was working on something.
I wonder if it was something that has something to do with this something. That something being our case. The last something, I mean.
Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouche up to? No. Trucy? Was that another one of your tricks?
It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that.
Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered. Grammary!
Hey, the other day.
Who's there? Who's there?
We didn't just imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
We meet again.
Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you please stop smirking like that?
It's you! Uncle Valent!
Uncle Valent? He's your uncle?
No, silly. Slap, slap, slap. He's the great Grammary, Valent Grammary. The Grand Magician.
Yes, it is I, the great Valent Grammary, as seen on television.
And could you please stop smirking like that? He's like eyeing me up.
It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact.
I'm used to being inspected by the ladies, but this is the first time I've felt this way with a man.
My, how you've grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same.
I hate to intrude, but what is a great magician doing paying us a visit?
I believe it was you who wished to see me. So be quick with your questions. Ha ha. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls.
He does have a certain aura to him, it's true.
Let's ask him about the case, Apollo.
His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm.
After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
What? Daddy? You mean Mr. Right?
No, I mean, my real daddy.
Trucy's real father?
Wait, Apollo, don't tell me you don't know about Troop Grammary.
Troop Grammary? Huh? No. But it does sound kind of familiar.
Oh, lost life, lamentably listless lad! To not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet!
Valent Grammary. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I'd heard on television as a child.
You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. Oh, and he made all this gold disappear from the safe. And then escaped from a high-security prison.
You said he's a magician?
I open the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. This is the true miracle of Troop Grammary.
Wait,
What, Apollo?
I do remember seeing you on television. A long time ago. Weren't you with someone else? Like a duo?
A duo?
Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammary.
Yes, Zack. Zack Grammary. A masterful maker of magic, a capable crafter of shining showmanship.
Why is everyone so quiet?
Daddy.
Daddy? Oh, no way!
Once upon a time, Troop Grammary included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valent Grammary, and my partner, Zack Grammary.
And this Zack was
He was my real daddy.
Trucy's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea.
There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I've got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo.
Glad that I'm good for comic relief, at least.
Not that I see daddy around much these days.
Oh, I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit.
Reasons?
2, in fact. The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Trucy.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valent.
I'm sure you are.
Not one for modesty, are you?
When I encountered you at the Colosseum, the first time in 7 years, I could fain not contain my emotions. I wept oceans. And to learn you now defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy, 'twas a hot topic of talk among the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing.
I'm his defense attorney, actually.
My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape?
Quite so, a recording of the concert, no less. I've brought it for you, Trucy, on behalf of Troop Grammary. Will you watch it?
I guess we have to. Alright, they're singing. He's kind of standing there, not really playing yet. Machi's doing his thing. She raises her arms. Oh, and they go up. And now he's playing. Oh shit, wait, the fire and his guitar just started. Yeah, there it goes. He hasn't noticed yet. There she goes. No, there he noticed that there's a fire. There's the cloak. There she's back. Where's her brooch? There, my brooch is gone. And there's that. Am I gonna help me?
Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So, what's the word? Mysterious?
There are more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious.
Mysterious, very mysterious. Mysterious, very mysterious.
This Valent Grammary has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at the concert. I guess we can't talk to him anymore. Yeah, I mean, at least we can. I'm gonna look at the videotape one more time just to make sure. Yeah, the brooch is there at the beginning, but it's not there at the end. Well,
Maybe now we can go to other places.
yeah. Bye. Bye.
Imagine if I accidentally went back. That would have been crazy. Okay.
Yeah, we've talked to her about everything. Go to...
I'm gonna just go down the line. Governor's nothing. Lamra's dressing room? Nothing. Stage? Nothing. Talk about the videotape.
We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time.
Really?
Thank you.
That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off.
Illusion?
When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember?
Ah, yes. Apparently they hired a professional magician. Valent Grammary. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I'm afraid I cannot. Mr. Grammary made me swear I'd never tell a soul. I was afraid of that.
Hard to be a magician as you can't keep a secret, you know?
Ah, I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was lying on the floor.
Device? Maybe you mean this? That's been lying there since the day before yesterday.
Might I touch it?
I mean, go ahead.
I thought as much. What? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on staff wears one during a concert. I wonder whose this is. We use it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it for you then. Or we'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him.
Is there no crew that could take it?
That's best. Thank you.
Instead of someone who's also being a
The
prosecutor
crew
right now?
is being real sneaky. They're sneaking through the walls. They're not allowed to be viewed by the public.
Okay.
So, can I put it on? Attached? I'm not some kind of robot apparel. Slap, slap.
Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry.
Like, whose headset was this? When did they drop it?
Hey, you want...
He doesn't want anything out. Well, you could show him the gun. Maybe he likes guns.
Oh,
That's not
I
showing
already
it
looked
to
at
him.
it. I already have looked at the gun. Take this.
What's this? You would ask me for a miracle? Free of fee? Then thy wish be granted. Thy will be done. Thy evidence evicted into the ether.
No evicting, please. That's the gun, the murder weapon. Are all magicians like this, I wonder?
Yes.
Wow.
Can you go to Clavier's office?
No.
Detention center.
We haven't been invited yet. Oh, sorry. I went to such a compliment.
You are bad. You are bad at this. Oh, I have a sinus headache too.
Well, mine's gone, so...
Do we have evidence yet?
We have some of the evidence from before.
Yeah, none of this is evidence that he can understand English. God damn.
Investigation, baby.
Bam, 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 bam.
I'm gonna start looking it up, just in case.
Oh, shit. Is there no more to talk about?
I don't think the gun is...
I'm truly, I already asked about the brooch. I'm presenting everything. Nothing about the keys, probably.
Walk through.
Can I ask you about this headset, Lamurai? You said that all concert staff were wearing one? That's correct. You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members, too, I should think. So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too, then. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this one lying here?
Okay. Present the videotape to Valent.
Okay. I guess, yeah, that's, I mean, I should probably... That's just, like, I think a good rule of thumb probably is if someone gives you something, present it right back to them.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it is often what you need to do.
So I was wondering, that stunt in the middle of the song there.
I didn't see a stunt.
What about Lamroy vanishing and reappearing?
Oh, that? I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen I didn't even notice.
So young to be so jaded.
Didn't you bring it up when we talked to Lamroy?
No.
A simple sleight of hand. A petite
Prestidigitation.
I know how to say it, shut up! Prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you.
So that's why you were at the concert.
Yes, I was there to watch my trick take to the air.
So you're the one who knows how it was all done.
Of course, I am like a deity. With the stage is my domain. I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards, not grasped tightly twixt my fingers. It is a potent, primeval power I possess.
Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done?
Hey, no!
Trucy?
That's like totally against the rules, Apollo.
Not during a murder investigation, it's not.
Mine own, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also,
What?
recall that the terrible occurrence happened later, well after my illusion entranced the audience.
Oh.
Don't even ask, I won't answer.
Too bad for you, Apollo.
Yeah, whose side are you on?
I, Valent Grabbery, now make my leave, Miss Trucy.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valent. You should stay a while.
I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene.
So, you'll be at the concert venue today?
Correct. If you would call on me, come to the Coliseum. See you later, crocodile.
With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, he turned and walked out through the door. Normally.
Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking.
Right. Valent Grammary. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamroy disappear. And how he knows Trucy and her real father.
Okay, so go back and go to the stage and talk to him again.
Let's talk to him again. Dun dun dun. July 9th in the wings.
That song! Isn't that the one Lamroy was singing?
Yeah, you're right. The guitar Serenade.
Well, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this.
I'd come to see that.
The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air.
Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician?
Oh, that's right, I was a magician, wasn't I?
Some dedication.
Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy! And indeed it is!
Was that you playing?
Uncle Valent!
What exactly are you doing here?
I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is amiss.
The Lamroy teleportation illusion! Ooh!
Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troupe. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remembered that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey, Apollo! Maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us.
I don't know why you couldn't have done that back at the office, but I'll do it now. There's someone in.
He's gonna scratch the door. Well,
He left.
okay. No.
Never mind. He's
He
opened the door. You run in? Oh, you have your harness on and your collar? That's rude. He's being rude. Come. I need to take your harness and collar off. My baby boy. There you go. That what you needed? You need your harness and collar off. Oh, you're such a sweet boy.
I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lemuroy's vanishing act was your illusion, right?
Indeed! The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. At the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear, like a dream."
Like a dream.
Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted.
She disappeared from the top of the tower. But in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel.
How would she have disappeared from the top of the tower without jumping down? People come to me because my illusions are custom made for a time and place. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert.
She could have jumped down.
They wouldn't have seen that.
Behind. She's like behind.
They wouldn't have heard that.
Cushy, isn't it?
Fine. That tower, you can see through it.
Yeah, that seems like an issue for any kind of illusion.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I said this.
Okay.
Proceed. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troop Grammary are concerned.
So, you were here checking up on your chick to make sure it went well.
And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos, that piano over there troubles me.
It troubles you? Why?
Why? Why do you ask why?
I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. I'll be back.
That's one big piano. I've never actually played one.
You should get Mr. Right to teach you sometime.
No good. He can't play either.
I kind of feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy. Ew.
Did you make that noise just now?
Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. But have to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look! This was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch.
Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Well.
I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Grammary, yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort?
Actually, yes, you're right.
Wow! He just read your mind, Apollo!
Or everyone tells him that and he made a good guess.
It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us.
Hello.
His name was Magnifi Grammary.
Hello, I've got an elephant.
It was he who began the great Troop Grammary. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was.
Give me money.
I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV.
Yet several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act. Yes. Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screen a barren waste stripped of illusion.
That's not true! I still went to all your shows! Like that one in the parking lot down at the supermarket?
When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble.
We hone our skill at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise, up from obscurity, onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is Grammary, but for my partner.
Your partner? You mean...
Yes, Zach Grammary.
Trucy's father.
Before he disappeared 7 years ago. There was no name higher than Gramarye in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valence Gramarye. Our founder, Magnifi Gramarye, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles.
I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again?
Apparently, someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought.
He buried it in sand. Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valent and Zack were the shining stars of the Gramarye crown.
Cool, huh? And Zack Gramarye was my daddy.
Now that Magnifi and Zack are gone, I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valent Gramarye, who brings the Gramarye miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Strucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill coming up.
How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time?
All right, show him the thing.
Okay. So, you were talking about the piano earlier?
The what?
The piano?
Words cannot express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me is this stage, and me upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant.
So you're
catches
not
my
gonna
eye.
look at the evidence that you helped me find?
True, you're getting on in years. Not much time left to make your mark, huh?
This is not how I was seeing it.
So he doesn't care about what I have to show him. I get the point.
Great.
Well, let's look at this. What if I press the button?
This switch sitting here, tempting me to push it.
Don't. You might blow up the whole Coliseum.
Apollo, please! To think that every strange switch triggers a bomb? What kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking that kind of old-fashioned crime drama doesn't cut it in our busy times?
All right, true CPI, please enlighten me. What do you think this switch does?
And maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Kevin's dressing room.
A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor? Okay. Well then, yeah.
I
Great.
love this theme.
Yeah. Which one did you learn on piano?
This one.
Okay. Hi. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of learned it. I learned at least part of it. I can't play the piano two-handed. I don't know how to do that yet. It's too hard.
July 9th.
Actually, I was able to do the guitar Serenade kind of two-handed. I was able to do just the underlying part, I think.
July 9th. Lamroy's dressing room. I wonder who that is. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever.
How am I supposed to be happy? You give me the second degree in court, and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool.
You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left?
My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh?
But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all.
Now we know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol.
We wouldn't have found that out without you.
I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward.
Are chocolate snackos popular down at the precinct or something?
I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again.
Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange.
Something strange? So what did you find?
It's so little I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa.
What is it?
Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looked familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna.
Oh, like an beetle?
Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort.
An electronic signal, you said?
I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure.
Well, good thing, isn't it?
How?
I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year.
If only it worked that way.
It just bugs me to think that that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct and he could have shot that revolver.
But that's not how it sounded in Leroy's testimony.
You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene?
That's right.
Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics?
The guitar's Serenade, you mean?
Weren't you the one who brought that up? Whatever.
I found the link, you know.
Oh no, please.
First, Prosecutor Gavin's hard-shaped hearing was stolen. Then Navajo flew through the air. And then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar got on fire. And in the end, the bullet took Mr.
They
Latricia's
keep leaving
life.
out the part where she
And
flew.
he went, I said it earlier, he went up into the sky with a guitar. What,
But when they were
15
explaining
feet
it
up?
in court multiple
Yeah,
times, they left it
completely
out.
left that out.
I don't know why. Oh my god.
It wasn't relevant yet.
It's kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence.
You want me to let you out, Stinko?
Let him out.
Okay.
He just wanted his harness off.
Yeah. Bye-bye, baby.
Bye-bye, baby.
I know, and I found it.
Are you barking now?
Oh my god. You think the same person did all of this?
Don't ask me. I didn't do it.
Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway.
What? You all think I did it?
Sometimes I worry about that girl. So I found this in the piano. I don't know if you want to look at that. Do you think you could take a look at this?
A small device. Looks like a transmitter.
A transmitter?
You press this switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for, though.
A signal? You mean an electronic signal?
What is it, Apollo?
Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found?
Oh, this?
Let me try pressing this switch.
Ouch!
It's on fire! Emma's device is on fire!
What's the big idea? Well, now we know what this is. An igniter.
This part here must work like a lighter.
It nearly lit me up, that's for sure.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose.
I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case.
Hey, Apollo! Let's ask Emma more about this switch. Now that she has some first-hand experience.
Does anybody can talk?
Yes. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive?
Come on, it was just a few sparks.
Says you! You weren't the one holding it!
There's enough sparks flying around here just with you two talking.
Anyway, now we know this is a remote for an igniter.
Let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet.
A transmitter, huh?
Incidentally, if you look at a cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see, 30 feet from Lemeroy's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage.
Kind of seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage.
Wait, you said backstage? None of that was behind the stage.
It was all under the stage and in front of the stage.
Whatever.
It kind of seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Cross-section diagram of the Sunshine Coliseum. It's a weird layout.
It sure is. Guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation.
We're off to look for more clues elsewhere then.
I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later.
Good luck!
I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself.
Igniter added to the court record.
So, if they went through the vent, they would be like in between. They would like be like in the floor,
Yes.
going under the people.
Yes. Governor's dressing room. We could go back to Right Anything Agency as well.
I'll try Governor's.
Or Detention Center. Or just the outside. Sunshine.
Hey, July 9th, Sunshine Coliseum. Oh, shit.
What, come to laugh at the murderer?
Darian!
That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks! They won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he?
Not many people are these days, it seems. Old bag?
She's old.
It is a crime scene. Not exactly the happiest place to hang out.
I'm young. You
24? 40. She's like quite a bit older than you, but she's not like old.
all of those older people are old.
She's also
He's old.
not even that tall.
He was old. He's dead now. That fucking magician guy, he's old.
It is a crime scene.
The judge
Not
is
exactly
old.
the happiest place to hang out.
Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid. Sorry.
Lightning.
Lightning. Fucking God.
So, about your alibi.
You have to ask? The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set.
That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. It found Mr. Latouche dead.
I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me, too. Right there on the stage.
Your guitar playing was something else.
Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work.
There's no need to yell at me. It's not Roy's fault. She was the one who said you heard his voice at the moment of the crime.
Man, I never even talked to that old windbag.
She's not that
How
old.
could she possibly identify me?
They won't let you work?
He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud.
Mr. Gavin, a stick in the mud?
He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day?
Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board?
Yeah.
And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar.
Ah.
It was you, Darian.
He's just a perfectionist, is all. Not a bad guy, really.
Well, I think the Gaviners are the best. I have all your albums.
The band's fine, too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much.
Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely.
The prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I?
The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally.
Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Right on.
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. And tell him I want into that crime scene.
We'll be going now.
Hey, wait.
Yes?
What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right?
Well...
Great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself.
Let's not talk to him anymore, alright?
Detective Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Let's go to Gavin's office. This will be
Oh, what's
Great.
that? Why do you have a big glass thing over that?
This is my big pill.
Oh.
I take it every day. I get
Oh,
it
it looks like
served-
you've got some Japanese words on that pad.
That's my signature.
So, this is it. The governor's head office.
It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what is this creepy thing, object, whatever?
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
Oh well, guess we'll have to come back.
Oh, he has a lot of
Or we
big
can
TV
hide behind that
screens.
bookshelf real quiet like.
That's eavesdropping.
Why? We'd just be waiting. Quietly, so we won't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band?
She'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag.
What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latouche. Latouche? Look, don't talk to me about those Virginians, okay? Just get me that report. Chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like these when I start to miss Darian. Huh? Hi.
Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad.
How could I be? There's not enough tee in the world in any case. Have a seat.
Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist.
Watch and learn, Apollo.
So, who have you come to see?
Huh?
Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gaviners? Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom?
What do you think he means, Apollo?
I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? The case.
Ah, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today?
Yes! I always read the TV section.
Good girl. How about you, Air Forehead?
I read the funnies.
Then you will not have seen this.
Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song?
Ooh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know?
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? It is endless, endless, thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea.
Emma's the one who brought it up. Right? Am I not wrong?
Is that a newspaper over there too?
Ah, yes, the Virginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look.
Thanks, but I can't read Virginian.
Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song.
Probably no one in Virginia could believe it.
It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. The journalist didn't see the need to mention it.
That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself.
Lampreau's testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Darian step down from the investigation for now.
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum.
Lampreau was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case. Quickly, if possible.
Seems like maybe you have some ulterior motives and are personally connected in a way that would be maybe bad for you to also be the prosecutor.
Yeah, sounds like a fucking conflict of interest.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it.
You co-wrote it with Lamoureux, if I remember correctly.
That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour Virginia's legal system, as a matter of fact.
And that's when you heard Lamoureux's voice?
It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout.
I think think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage. Machi on piano, that dulcet voice, and myself on the guitars that I borrowed from Lemeroy.
And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo, say.
It is a memory I hold dear. And the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump?
Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history. And it's only brown, not really charred.
No matter. I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire?
Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar?
I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Alright. Let's take a look at this. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally.
Oh! Did you find anything out?
He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on?
Sounds like something we should ask about.
Alright. Back to talk. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lemeroy.
How did it end up here?
She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Virginia?
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity would ruin the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lemeroy's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched.
See, prosecutors do have a lot of clout.
I still think he's a special case.
Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned.
What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar?
That's right! What was that all about?
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. Ah, so that's what it's called! Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, this, in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now. However, whatever. It just doesn't matter that I did it wrong. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else. Odd. The device looks strangely familiar.
Can we show him the one that we found?
Hey, Gavin! Mr. Prosecutor Gavin! It has to be one of these.
What is it, Apollo?
That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Right, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter.
Another one?
It was at the crime scene, in Lamproy's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? We were talking again, or no? Do I have anything else to present to you, or do you know how the magic trick was done? My apologies, but there's no way I'm going to talk details about the case with you.
You were.
If you want to get my attention, bring me something dramatic. I'm not here to get your attention, Gavin. I'm here to get your information. Prosecutor Gavin, about this remote. Wait. Excuse me, did you say something? This remote control might be valuable ammunition for the trial tomorrow. It's too early to show my hand now. You would think someone with such a loud voice would speak more clearly, yeah?
So what, talk?
Talk with him?
Can you just press the button? So I can see? Okay. Usually they have 4 things.
Sometimes they don't.
I know. But if he had 4, then usually there's not another one.
Yeah. July 9th, backstage hallway. This place is deserted.
I wonder where Lamoureux went off to.
I'm sure she's okay on her own. She seems resourceful.
I guess. But I can't help worry
Why
about
has
her
she
a
just
little.
been hanging around the crime scene?
Just a second. I think I am actually going to go back to Prosecutor Gavin.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to forget that we haven't showed him the earpiece yet. And I think that might be something we want to show.
Yes, we wanted to show him, yeah.
That looks like one of our tour issue headsets. Why are you wearing it, Fräulein?
I thought it'd be cool. I could pretend I was concert security and stuff.
Actually, we found it at the venue and thought you might want it. Oh, no, please, you keep it. It goes well with your cape, Fräulein.
You think?
She does look like she belongs on a stage, that's for sure. Okay. Nothing. We're not gonna tell him, hey, we found this on the floor in the hall. I mean, like, I guess that could be nothing. There's no evidence that it's, like, anything specific. Backstage hallway. Seeing if there's anything new.
I'm working.
No. Stage.
Bim, 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 bim.
Maybe we do have to show something else to Clavier. What else do we
Yeah.
have?
I'm sure we have plenty.
We could show him the lyrics, I guess.
And his keys.
Oh yeah, his keys, sure.
I mean, he's already kind of talked about the keys. He's probably just gonna be like, oh, okay. Not dramatic enough.
Lyrics.
The guitar serenade. Might I ask, did you enjoy it?
It's a lovely song. I got all teary-eyed.
Ah, yes. The cursed song that turned a concert into a tragedy, wasn't it? I was singing it for you, Fräulein. I was singing it for you, Fräulein.
Whoa, that's so special.
It was Leroy singing,
Oh,
actually. Like I said, I'm glad you were moved. It is that kind of song. Ah, I've run out of snide comments. So the baby boy, he shot the big gun?
Oh, not dramatic enough.
No.
What else do we have? Oh, we have the newspaper.
Oh! What the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, what the fuck is that?
What's that on the plate there?
Is that gum?
Gum?
Maybe he was chewing it when
No.
the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption.
You think a rockstar could afford a fresh stick?
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? Looks like a lump of plastic?
Wait, that phone call.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking, what the fuck is this? Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone. A replica? What the fucking Latouche? Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouche? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Oh, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. He opened my ears.
Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is.
Okay.
But apparently it's a model of something that undercover agent Mr. Latouche was after. This
Lump?
Would you mind telling us what you do know about it?
I would, actually. But I'll do it anyway. This was found in Mr. Latusse's bag. It is apparently a replica of something.
A replica? It's a small lump about 1.5 inches long.
We analyzed it, but there's not much to say, other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of.
You mean whatever Mr. Latousse was after?
That seems to be the most logical explanation.
Well, what is it?
Don't ask me, Fraulein.
Huh? If you don't want to tell us, you can just say so.
I've put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia. But apparently there is a block on information somewhere along the chain.
Huh?
There's something either Interpol or Virginia doesn't want to share. Something about this little piece of plastic.
Mr. Latousse went through all that trouble to become Lamoureux's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it.
I've sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lamoureux. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Virginian. I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about.
Oh.
Thanks for dropping by, Herr Forehead.
Thanks?
Why, you give me so much information. That igniter, for instance.
Oh, that.
I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive.
I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the, strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latousse was investigating.
Hey, that's right!
I've been thinking, Herr Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives, all of us. Not all of them simple.
Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics.
That is why I try to at least remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal, to discover the truth. That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah? That is all.
I can live with that.
Mr. Prosecutor?
Fraulein?
Can I ask you why you sing in a band?
Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street.
That's pretty simple, too.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps.
Okay. July 9th, Sunshine Coliseum. Hey!
Oh, it's you. You came at a good time.
Hello there, Emma. What's up?
Either of you know where Lamoureux is?
Well, I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago.
Yeah? That's strange.
What's strange?
I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office.
Lamoureux's missing?
It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. Being that she's blind and all.
Yeah, we'll help you. Actually, I'm trying to say real quick. So her, like, caretaker? Not caretaker, but like guide person?
Yeah.
Is left.
Right.
Not, and you didn't, like, maybe give her someone else to...
I'm also, again, that's why I was kind of wondering, I mean, why does she want to wander around the crime scene anyway?
Someone, like, you know, I don't know, want to help her somewhere more comfortable. Like, to where she can chill and not be at the crime scene. We'll help you look for her.
Great, thanks.
Well, she's not here. Is she in the Gaviner dressing room? No. Is she in the crime scene? No.
I checked all these places, Apollo.
Is she in the stage? July 9th, 4:46 p.m. in the wings.
Huh? The stage is pitch dark!
The power breaker must be off for this section. Great.
I'll go get someone. Yipes! It was really dark out there.
Dark. That's all Lemuroy has when you think about it.
Okay.
What would it be like to live in a world of darkness?
Hey, Apollo.
Huh? What?
Doesn't something about this stage seem different to you? Like something's changed?
Changed?
I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me.
No, it's bugging me too. What's she talking about?
Hey, that case! Wasn't that open before?
Huh? I guess someone closed it.
Wait! Look! Where the case closes!
Something's sticking out. That doesn't look like an instrument. You don't think it's...
Let's open it, Apollo! Hey! Lemuroy! Lemuroy!
Emma! Emma, we have to get Emma! Lemuroy was taken directly to the hospital. Emma ran around barking orders, making phone calls. Trucy just clung to my arm and cried. And me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many.
Emma, how's Lemuroy? Is she okay?
Ah, you. We all owe you a big thanks, that's for sure.
So, she's okay?
Yes, she came to a short while ago. You found her before it was too late.
That's good to hear.
So what happened?
Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead.
By who?
We don't know.
But they hit her on the forehead, right? That's right in front of her.
Trucy.
How can she not see? Oh!
Right. Would you like to see her now?
Is that all right?
She wants to thank you for saving her life.
No, she's just walking around. Lemuroy! Ah, Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me, what happened?
What next?
It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone coming to see me, but they said nothing. When I went to return to my dressing room, you were hit?
Wait, you've been hanging out in your dressing room?
I knew, that very moment I knew. The assailant was trying to kill me.
No!
It was lucky for me the first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage. Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet I reached the stage first. Why the stage? I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work.
Ah!
Darkness is my ally. There was a contrabass case near the stage. That is where I hid.
Whatever.
So the assailant couldn't see you. Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out. Wow, that sounds like a really close call. Do you have any idea who it might have been? Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word. Too bad. Yet, when I consider that I was struck high on the forehead, I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am. Good point. She's sharp.
And you're much taller than I am. You're about as tall as Apollo.
So that means it was likely an adult, and probably a man. Could it be
Apollo isn't
him?
taller than her.
Who?
Apollo's a man and he's not taller than her. Trucy just said that.
But why would anyone attack you, Lemuroy?
The detective asked me this too. And to her I gave the same answer I give you. I do not know.
Well, is there anything we should show her?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Lemuroy, I wanted to ask you about this. Did you know what this is? This is what? Mr. Latouche was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after. He was after.
You know, in his secret identity. As an undercover agent.
So that's what he was doing. You mean you know what? Yes, I know, of course. This must be a Virginian cocoon. Or rather, a convincing replica thereof. Why haven't I heard of a Virginian cocoon before?
Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir?
I wonder.
There's a Virginian newspaper as well. Oh yeah, we should talk to her about this, obviously.
Well, they call it Virginian. It must only be found in Virginia. That's always how it is, like how French fries are only found in France. And hamburgers in Hamburg. For certain, all in Virginia know of these.
It's a cocoon. So, do you get silk from it?
I do not know the details, I'm sorry to say. But I know exactly what it feels like. I thought she said all in Virginia knew of these. There is one fact I do know about the cocoon, though. Something all in Virginia know. What's that? The cocoons. They are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death.
To death?
Why? I do not know. Yet, if Interpol was involved, I'm sure there is a good reason.
But this is just a piece of plastic.
The replica!
He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess.
So that's what he was up to?
Tracking down Virginian cocoon smuggling.
Smuggling?
It seems I was marked.
Marked?
Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world.
Ah, so you could have brought those Virginian cocoons with you.
On my trips, yes. That was probably the suspicion. And Mr. Latouche was placed as an undercover agent to look into it. Virginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside.
Is that why they suspected you?
But Mr. Latouche wasn't a Virginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means...
What, Apollo?
But there must be some reason why Virginia doesn't want those cocoons getting out. Something scary enough to get Interpol involved.
Huh? Like what? How could such a tiny ball of thread cause such a commotion?
Cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Latouche had Lamoureux marked. It couldn't be her.
Huh?
There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, Lamoureux. It was the least I could do. Actually, I have another request. If it is within my power, I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Virginian.
Apollo!
Would you come with us, if you're well enough? I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you.
Huh? Where are we going?
Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this. Machi, we came to talk to you about the case. Machi. Could you interpret for us, Lamoureux? Yes. Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. Now we know the truth. You can see, right?
I was completely fooled myself.
Machi, isn't there another secret you're hiding from us? Wait, Mr. Attorney, what do you mean by secret? What do I mean by secret? Well...
Let's see. Let's at least look at the newspaper that's in Virginian. Okay.
It doesn't mention the lyrics of Lamoureux's ballad.
What else do we have a Virginian cocoon replica?
Show him the newspaper. No! There's nothing
here.
Okay. Show him the cocoon? I don't know. We gotta. There's no penalties, so.
If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you?
Hey, you got the reaction! A big one!
Machi, you didn't! Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one. Mr. Attorney, please tell me what this is all about. Lemuroy, please, interpret. Very well. I know you know something about this by your reaction. If you won't tell me, I might have to give it to the prosecution. And have them look into it.
Ashuga!
He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty.
Machi!
Do you know everything? Yes, everything. Well, sort of. Tell him we know everything.
Have him tell us about it.
Very well.
What is this cocoon anyway?
The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure.
A cure?
It must cure some disease. It's a cure for incuritis. A cure for incuritis?
But if it's a cure, why keep it in Virginia like that? Just think of all the lives they could save by sharing the medicine.
I do not understand the reasons myself. Okay, well, at least we know what it is. A cure. And Mr. Latouche was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Machi? Machi, you weren't.
He couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little, he could only probably fit like 1 or 2 cocoons on his person at once.
Well, you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you?
Well, that's true. I am sort of a magician.
She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape. I could tell everyone I could be like, you suck, and I'm better than her because I'm a real lawyer, and she's not even a real magician.
Well, Machi, are you a smuggler?
He won't tell me.
First he plays blind, now he plays dumb.
Trucy!
I wonder. Oh, that's a bit much, Trucy. Do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone? If Machi really did bring one into the country, was he planning on making a deal for its sale? I can't go home.
Can't go home.
I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon from Virginia is death. That's right. It's punishable by death. About the case. What about the case? He wants to tell us about Mr. Latouche's death? This meeting's over.
This meeting's over.
Darian?
What did you mean? What do you mean? Visiting hours aren't over yet.
There's a call for Machi from the Virginian embassy. This meeting is over. Sorry.
Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call it then back after that.
Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving.
Darian, wait!
I never liked you. Either of you.
Huh?
Darn it! We were so close! He was about to tell us! Hey, Apollo!
He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say.
Apollo!
And there can be only one reason why.
Why is everyone ignoring me?
Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow, in court.
I had something to say!
I guess we only see tomorrow what I had to say.
Man, it couldn't come any sooner. I'm so tired.
Hey, I was about right about how long it'd take. We did it!
Next time, trial day 2.
Trial day.
Trial
We'll get the real
day
murderer,
2.
who is somebody.
All right.
So, we will be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow!
At 3. Or maybe a little bit after 3, because I've been a little bit late the past few times. But not as late as day 1. I won't.
Not as late as day 1. That
Not
was
as
quite
late as day 1. We'll see you tomorrow at 3. And we'll solve the case, best case in the series. Love you guys. You have a great day. Happy Disability Pride Month.
Yeah.
I didn't say that the first 2 streams, but 3 streams. But we
This is the third.
This is the third. But it's just Pride Month. And also, we did stream in June.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said Pride Month then, but it doesn't matter.
Happy Pride Month for that, too.
Happy Pride Month for that, too. Bye!
Bye-bye.